back across my past. The mist of time, it went by fast. Things I haven't made no sense. Strange things and weird events. Second guess it and give it a stir. It will bring you back to her. You will make it by living your life. Some things no asking twice. My mind wanders hard on my past. So many things I just can't grasp. I feel lost, can't find my way. Looking back, I just got to say, Mr. Gumbo cooking up in my head. It's got me thinking, jumping out of my bed. Ingredients in the back of my mind, mixing up from the front to behind. I'm in the shadows, I'm trying to see the Mr. Gumbo, it's surrounding me. I'm in a place that's the oldest time. Mr. Gumbo, it's an ancient rhyme. I'm living in a mystic gumbo. I can't deny the way I go. It's got me thinking about a mystic gumbo. I'm caught up in the ebb and flow. Stirring up some mystic gumbo. The pot is boiling, mystic gumbo.
Kinda in that, I don't know, Mardi Gras mood.
Mystic gumbo.
Who don't need a little mystic gumbo in their life? Anyway, baby. It is Sunday. It is Sunday and we're a little bit early. Trying to get in a little bit of the show before the start of the Super Bowl. I know a lot of our Blue Dot family want to watch the game and everything. So anyway, we're going to start it early. And and before we get started, oh, well, shit, I got shit going on here y'all don't even know yet. Y'all fixing to find out, though. Let me go back up here where we start the show, where Buddy Griffin was the first one to jump in, followed by Teresa Hicks, Trudy Baxter, and Ultra Flyer here, Christina Sanchez, and Sam, Stephanie 007. New to this, and not so much anymore. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Dina Michaels, Busy Lizzie is here, Dorothy Tyndall, Nancy Halverson, Vernon Sloan, our own Miss Chick, thank goodness. Dwayne's Music is here, Michelle Hooker and Vicky, and let me see, Ultrafly, everybody's here. Anybody ever? Let me get this down on here because we got shit to do here. Probably have a lot to talk about because a lot has gone on since we last met in person. But before we get started, I got mail. Baby, did I ever get mail? You know, there's some things that when you... Anyway, this was a piece of mail that just, it touched my heart. And I want y'all to know it. I want y'all to see it. And I'll read it. That's what I'm kind of cramped up here right now because I have a camera right here over my shoulder. So y'all can see what I see. But to do that, I have to turn on a light. So let's go to that camera. There's a view of my ashtray. Ain't that wonderful? Oh, shit! And I got to turn on a light. Damn. And then I hit the camera. And all of that shit. Anyway, I did that for a reason, for everybody watching. Because I got this card. I think it was Saturday. And I want you to see the front of it. It's from Ann Jacobs in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I should have covered up her address there. Anyway, it's from Ann Jacobs. And to a Blue Dot in Texas, John Bertavo, a little donkey there, a little cat there, and a little thing from Minnesota. And over here it says, rest in peace, Renee and Alex and beautiful Marcia. So I want to thank her for that. That's just the envelope, baby. I wanted y'all to see this because this isn't just to me. This is to our Blue Dot family. And when I got it, it just, man, what an honor, really, I feel. Anyway, this is all handmade, by the way. I'm going to try to line up the camera there so you can see it. And the first starts out with ice out. A little sticker there with a little frog. It comes into play. And that's really cute. Boy, howdy. I'm going to try to do this. First off, it starts out with a nice a picture of a bouquet and a sign. We're going to get to that sign in just a minute. And it says, "Thank you, John. Just a gift of thanks for a beer for Beer and Bud Friday or a cat treat for the cat." And there was a nice $20 bill stuck in there. And I have beer, so guess where it went. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Anne, for that. But thank you so much for what is written in this card. First off, there's Anne. I hope you can see her. She is there. She says, "Hi, John. This is me, Ann Jacob from Minnesota. I made this hat after seeing the protest frog in Portland. I wore it on Saturday, January 31st, to Alex's memorial." First off, Ann, big hit with my kids. Are you shitting me? They loved it, and I do too. It's a beautiful hat, and yeah, my kids just dug the shit out of that. Anyway, oh wait, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. These pages, these are photographs. It says, "I love you and the Blue Dot family and the Blue Dots. I started listening to you before the election and never stopped. I hope you don't mind that I included this Blue Dot family in the note left at the memorial. This is what it said." I want y'all to see that because that's the actual sign. It says, "Thank you for standing up for us, Alex. From Ann, a fellow healthcare worker and member of the Blue Dot family, a Blue Dot in Texas. They would be here if they could. I bought the best bluest flowers I could find and set them among the many heartfelt messages." And there's the sign right there with the flowers at the memorial. There was a bicycle ride for Alex that day. They wore vests that said, "Peaceful observer, don't shoot." They rode by the memorial. We stood in line to cheer them and high-five these bikers, the biker unit. The last one passed us. They seemed never-ending. So much love. It felt good connecting with people like us. They were thanking us, and we were thanking them. We channeled Ice Out and said his name, Alex Preddy. We also said, "Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here." My friend loved his flowers and took this photo as he set them out at Alex's memorial. And beautiful birdie. And side story said, my parents are immigrants. We also stopped at Renee's memorial. My friend chose friendly yellow flowers for her. It seemed fit since she was so cheerful before she was killed. Here I am setting them among the many notes, flowers, flags, and gifts. These were posted on many walls on the buildings along Nicole Avenue. And the signs read, "Renee Nicole Good, American mom, murdered by ICE. Alex Preddy, ICU nurse, murdered by ICE." And they finalized it with a photo of Alex Preddy and his dog. And it says there's something special about people who love animals. Rest in peace, Alex and Renee. I cannot thank Anne enough for what she did, for what how she included us, not me, this Blue Dot family. And you know, I say it all the time, and now that I'm out of here, I got to do a few things, but I say it all the time. This show isn't about me. My rants are about me. I'll take that credit because I'll take that shit. But this family, no, baby. This family is what I consider to be a meeting of like-minded individuals who love their country, who understand our nation know that we're a nation of immigrants and have peace in their heart. Anyway, I was so touched by Ann's card, and I want to thank her for that. And man, that just knocked us. And from the whole Blue Dot family, thank you for including us in that memorial, in Alex's memorial. I appreciate it so much. I know the whole family does. And yeah, I want that to sink in, baby, because this is more than a show. I see that in this chat every damn time I come on the air. My answer me, this is us. This is us. And the conversations that go on in here. And that's, you know, a lot of people say, John, take a few days off. Why? You know, this family meets 3 times a week. I want to make sure we do. Yeah, there's times I don't. Oh, and by the way, on that note, if y'all notice, I'm feeling much better. Thank you very much. What happened? Well, shit, what always happens. Was walking, all of a sudden a sharp freaking pain hit through me like you would not believe. Someone was, oh, my dad. 3 seconds later, not a bit of pain. Not a bit. That was that screw. I told y'all I have a loose screw, and every once in a while it moves. That was that screw. And I know from time just how it was that screw popping back into place. So, no need to go to the doctor now. See how that life works out? Anyway, yeah. Getting that letter was just the highlight of my whole weekend. But this is the first time we have met since Dottie did his dastardly dick thing and did his racist freaking video. Because what else? He's a racist asshole. He's a felon. He's a convicted sex predator. He's everything. He's a draft dodger. He is all of that shit. A disgusting liar. He's in the Epstein files. What, 38,000 freaking times? What do you need? You know. Anyway, hi, Miss Chick.
Hi, John.
How
You got me kind
darling?
of choked up with that wonderful book.
that
I'll call it a
just
booklet, a little booklet she sent.
it was. It
That
is,
was
and
marvelous.
that's going in my treasures, man. I have lots of treasures this family has sent me over the years. That's going to be one of them.
I have a hunch we've had more than one Blue Dot show up at those memorials. I really do.
I do. Well, you know what I always say. If you're left-leaning or have a mind of your own or somewhat liberal-minded, you're a Blue Dot, baby. If you're a Democrat, you're a Blue Dot, whether you watch this show or not, and they are all over the place. So I'm sure that we were represented well
Yep.
at that. But
Well, I kind of wanted to
What?
roll back to the Epsteins again, but a
Yeah.
little different twist here. I was reading a Substack from Peter Birkenhead. He's a writer. I'm not going to list all the credits of where he's written before, but he writes for himself now. But I'm just going to read what he said. I'll never forget the feeling I got an hour into reading Hillary Clinton's emails after they were released in 2016. It was the kind of feeling only a 12-syllable German word could do justice, composed of equal parts relief, admiration, boredom, and an acute mushrooming anger. Anger at the male pundits, male politicians, and male-owned media companies that had sold me a Hillary-hating bill of goods for years, and at my damn male self for buying way more of it than I had realized. I was with her, of course. It was about a month before the election, and I wasn't the least bit hesitant about supporting Clinton against her odious opponent. But as I read through her emails, I began to understand the extent to which I had bought into the caricature of Hillary the shrew that the media had been pitching to Americans like me for so long. I found myself, over and over again, surprised at how, well, normal this hyper-capable, powerful person seemed, How doting a mother, how excited a Broadway ticket holder. There were dozens of notes checking in on friends about sick kids, aging parents, or injured pets. Thoughtful letters of thank yous to departing staffers. Jokes, recipes, notes of encouragement to 12-year-old girls. Goofy conversations about TV shows. Sincere and unself-conscious expressions of faith. And many, many communications about the pursuit and protection of women's rights around the world. The picture of Clinton that emerged from the emails was radically unlike the cynical, vaguely corrupt, nagging schoolmarm that had been painted for me by the serious men of politics. Not only were the emails entirely free of nefarious conspiratorial content, they reflected a personality, realistic, instinctively practical, open to opposing points of view, which seemed fundamentally averse to such impulses. And as far as national security went, the idea that the earnestly patriotic, capable Secretary of State in the emails was somehow a risk to national security was laughable. And yet, none of that kept the serious men from stopping the presses when they smelled political blood, or plastering the story across their front pages for weeks, or speaking of almost nothing else, pushing aside topics of genuine import, including the actual threat to national security posed by ongoing Russian interference in the election. The serious men, in their frenzy, would fatally derail Secretary Clinton's campaign for president, because they were very concerned with what the emails of powerful people might reveal about the crimes they commit and the threats they pose to national security. Unless, of course, they are not written by powerful women. Even if the emails reveal a vast right-wing conspiracy, say, a sociopathic enterprise of unfathomable depravity, reach, and civilization-destroying ambitions, even then it would seem those cases won't rate, but her emails, level coverage. There will be no plastering of front pages. A week after the latest and most sizable release of the Epstein emails on January 31st, the topic is, unsurprisingly, not dominating the national discourse. It certainly hasn't approached anything like the attention that greeted the release of Clinton's emails in 2016. Donald Trump has been asked about the files by a reporter exactly once, by CNN correspondent Caitlin Collins, who the president, in a grotesquely sexist response given the context, then berated her for not smiling more often. It should be noted that his remark was met with silence by Collins' very serious colleagues. 2 days after the emails were released, exactly one guest appeared on a Sunday talk show to speak about the material, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche on Fox's State of the Union. There have been no indictments, no subpoenas issued to the men in the emails, no press conferences called by congressional leadership. That's because the stories of Hillary's emails and the Epstein emails are really one story, a story about the misogyny that sends the political media elite into instant attack mode when the rule breaker is a woman, no matter how flimsy the justification, into wait-and-see mode when the rule breaker is an assaulter of women, no matter how extensive the violence. When her emails provided a look behind the curtain at Hillary Clinton, we glimpsed an integrity completely at odds with her public image of corruption. And when Epstein's emails provided a look behind the curtain at powerful men, we glimpsed corruption completely at odds with their public image of integrity. The story isn't about Clinton or Epstein. It's about the nature and purpose of the curtain. In the run-up to the 2016 election, a veritable parade of soon-to-be notorious abusers of women took turns cutting the Secretary of State down to size. Matt Lauer, Glenn Thrush, Mark Halpern, Charlie Rose, men who would reveal themselves in their utterly clueless eventual apologies for their actions to be creatures of misogyny so pervasive it was invisible to them, the very water they swam in. It is the same cesspool occupied by the men of the Epstein emails, where they slap the same backs, nudge the same ribs, and communicate in the same arrested, towel-snapping smirk speak. In 2016, faced with clearly inconsequential mistakes by a woman running against an avowed enemy of American democracy, the serious men of the American political establishment chose bros before hoes. In 2026, faced with possibly the most powerful and consequential crime syndicate in world history, they are choosing to chill. Every decision they make is informed by their deep, abiding disdain for women. Confronted by alarming evidence of the most venial of crimes, the serious men, and their women enablers, are either remaining silent or making half-hearted attempts to produce the right noises about doing the right thing, but at nowhere near the pitch and volume with which they pressed for the uppity woman to be held accountable 10 years ago. That is, they were, until word came recently of a development in the Epstein case that seems to have finally roused the attention of the political media and set off alarm bells in every newsroom. Next week, the Congressional Oversight Committee looking into the Epstein files is going to hear from a witness that serious men everywhere are very eager to see face a grilling about the scandal on live national television. No, it's not Donald Trump. And no, it's not Larry Summers or Alan Dershowitz or Elon Musk. It's Hillary Clinton. Of course. Because these stories are really one story, one we've heard before. The same old horror story of the threat women pose to male power and their expendability in the battle to protect it. Yeah, that gave us something to think about today.
Yeah. Well, right now I just feel like, well, I'm a guy. I should just shut my mouth. But no. How well said, because it's true.
Yeah.
It is true. It's been a male-dominated world for a long, long time, and let's be honest, where's that gotten us? And especially right now, we're looking at all of this scandal shit, and we're watching.
But I'm going to predict something, John. I'm going to predict that she's going to come in there. Well, if they let her, I think they're actually backtracking now.
Oh, they are, baby. They are.
They don't want her to come and talk to him. They were bluffing, I think. But if they do let her speak,
beware of what you
guess what they're going to do to everything that she says? Anything. Doesn't matter what she says. They're going to drag her over the coals.
Oh, they'll attempt to discredit
all the
her
coals
any
that
way
they ignited,
can.
They're going to now drag her over
they're
them.
going to try to hit every little nerve they can. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work.
Well, it'll work with the maggots, but we don't care.
Well, yeah. Well, there's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing we can do about the maggot crowd. That wasn't my back, by the way. I have other aches and pains too.
On a
Boy,
bright note,
shit. On a brighter note,
JD Vance got booed at the Olympic opening.
Didn't he ever? Yeah. And there's a big uproar over. And forgive me because I don't know who it was. It was one of our medalists that was being interviewed, and said something to the effect of he didn't represent everything that's going on in America just because he has a flag on his shoulder. And boy, howdy shit, that just riled a lot of feathers.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Good.
So we got
Keep
shit to talk
riling those
about.
feathers.
Hey, before I forget, man, I did. I got a little pumped up. I'm going, where's my pom-poms? Get it going because a very dear Blue Dot family member sent me a video clip, and it was James Carville, a guy from Louisiana, and it's Mardi Gras season. Boy, howdy. And
that's right.
It was commentary by him, and I listened to it, and boy, howdy shit, I was ready to get the pom-poms out by the time he ended. And I think he's right. We're going to kick his ass. We're going to kick the Republicans' ass this November. This is getting very big. He's going to attempt to do everything he fucking can to try to delay this. That's what the whole thing of Folsom County down there in Alabama was all about, getting the in Georgia. I'm sorry, getting the votes out of there, out of the voting registration there, and going over. They're gonna find something, and oh my God, it's going to be big and huge, and he's going to try to do something. And we're going to have to watch for that. But the tide is turning. He's a lying cheat. He's a racist asshole, which demonstrated highly by his little video that he put out that he claims he didn't know anything about. He's a stinking liar. Everybody knows he's a stinking liar. He's a racist asshole, and he's always been one. He's been all of those things. A sexual predator, a goddamn draft dodger. A guy who shit
He's
on this
checked all the
country.
boxes right down
All
the
the
list of
boxes.
horribleness.
All of the
All of-
boxes. So I
Yeah.
don't know how anybody in this country, right or left, can still stand by this guy. Can still
Except for
stand
maybe
up,
Demon
and that's
Hunter. He
not
doesn't
in
think that.
38,000 times in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Really? And you ain't got nothing to do with nothing? Bullshit. Bullshit. We're not all stupid. Some
Well,
are.
and that whole
That's what
dump, the dump and the idea that they're not redacted or some things are redacted or whatever, it's all
Yes.
just sort of mishandled on
Yeah,
purpose.
to say the least. It's
Just to
manipulated.
make it all seem like, oh, it's just a bunch of garbage then. None of it means anything. And, you know,
There's
I mean, no.
redactions where there should not be redactions. There ain't no reason for it. You know.
Yep. And then there's other things that should have been and have already done some damage.
And look what's happening on the world stage, though. I mean, they're trying
Oh,
to
they're paying
squelch this.
attention.
Oh man, all over Europe, man. They're,
Yeah.
Putin
They're paying
takes
close
everybody.
attention to the things that pop
Yes.
up in there.
They're having to step down all over the place in England and Scandinavia and whatnot.
Which is
in
what
Europe.
should happen.
That's exactly what should be happening. There should be a lot of people shaking in their damn boots right now. Oh shit. Yeah. This is one of them oh shit moments in your life. A big one. A big one.
Well, and that's what
And-
George is all about, John. It's about seeing what the public will tolerate in terms of going in and just doing something that I don't think they had a right to do.
Right.
But they did it. They already got
did
the
it.
stuff.
Hey,
And the
they
warning
got
is
it.
out there to any of the other polling and or, you know, places where you store your information in each state for elections is to have backups so that you have, you know, a complete file backup of everything that they might try and come and get. You can't, you know, paper ballots. Yeah, you can't really back those up, but you know, you can have the tabulator information backed up and stored somewhere because they're going to try and manipulate it.
I think they're
Oh,
gonna
look,
use
see,
the
there's that
disbobulator.
11,500
I think they're going to
and
use
so
the
many.
disbobulator, which is, you know, that
Yeah.
it magic. And it
The
just
Wayback
works.
Machine is going to be in
Yeah,
effect here
and
or
it's gonna-
something.
Yeah, they're going to find it. Hey, let me thank Chuckster 255 20 minutes ago. Came in with a $5 donation and said, "Hi, Blue Dots. I hope your Super Bowl Sunday is going well, baby. I hope everybody's Sunday is going well." Yeah, there's a Super Bowl going on, I guess.
There is eventually. So,
I have not watched football all
you know who
season.
doesn't care about Super Bowls, John?
Who doesn't care?
Aussie Dave.
Aussie Dave does not care about the Super Bowl?
Oh, he could give a rip.
Are you shitting me? Well,
I'm
he
pretty
ought
sure.
to he ought to stand up for
I
that
think I
shit.
could
He
take a
ought
bet on
to
that.
respond as to why he does not consider the Super Bowl a stupendous, exciting. Hello, Dave.
Are you talking about me? Are you talking about me?
No,
Talking about you.
no. Miss Chickwas, not me.
my fucking ears are burning. I reckon you
Brother,
were.
how are you? How are you?
I've been better, but we're not going to go into me. We're going to go into what's happening in the big
Shit.
book of Bible-ish Donald Trump. Listen, guys.
What?
I've been away for four shows. I've been unwell, but I've been listening. I've been studying. I've been looking, and I've been as shocked as I've been for the last 8 years or 9 years. The biggest shock to me in Australia was the stunt of Obama's in the. I don't even want to say it.
Yeah, in the video.
Obama,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
disgusting.
The
I don't want
racist
to mention
video.
what they're dressed as. That's very, to Australians, that is super offensive because what happened in Australia about 10 years ago, about when Trump came into power, actually, about 10 years ago, his first time round, we have Australian rules football here, like you have your NFL, and we have players who are of Aboriginal heritage, and they have dark skin. And one of our best players in the country, named Adam Goods, was playing football, and one of the people in the crowd called him an ape, right?
Right.
And it created a hullabaloo in Australia that you wouldn't believe. We
Good.
don't like that shit.
Good.
And to see
Good. Nobody
Obama's
should.
the best president you've ever had, and Michelle dressed up like that was super, super offensive to all all humans. If you're a human
Everybody.
being, you should be offended by that. It's just
If you're
it's
civilized-
it's. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't swear enough, John. But this is government funded crime. It's government funded propaganda. It's white
He's a
collar
crook.
crime.
Come on. He's a
To the
crook, and his
end.
whole administration is a facade of, I don't know, evil-doing assholes. He's there to steal as much freaking money he can from this government. You know, he's going to sue the IRS for $10 billion. $10 billion.
Oh,
you know.
That's up to him. That's up to him to decide how much. It could be 20 billion.
It could be,
but
take the whole fucking economy of the United States. He wouldn't give
he's
a
out
shit.
on TV bragging about it. He said, who would have thought that I have to choose how much I got to settle myself for? And I thought to myself, you bastard. What a thing to say
That's what he is.
on public
That's
TV.
what he is.
Who would have thought I'd
He's
have
a
to decide how much
scumbag,
to settle?
shit-sucking, thieving, pedophile. He's in the Epstein files. Yes, he's in there, big time. You seen the card he wrote with the little outline of the little girl? Yes, who he is. He's a disgusting pervert. And that's who sits in our house.
Well,
That's who's sitting in
let's
our
stay-
house.
let's
When
stay
is the
on that.
fucking Republicans going to wake up to this shit? I
Let's
swear, I
stay
don't know
on
what he's got on
Epstein,
him
John.
to stay next to him right now.
Well, he's got
Anything.
nothing. I think these are. Bear in mind, these people that are enabling him, I think, are weak-minded people in their own way. I don't think Trump has a lot on many of them, but I think he's got the Epstein files on most of them. Because I just put a video up on the Discord there that I know there's been names talked about, but
That
these
might
names
be
I
a
put on
common
Discord.
theme. That could be a
There
common
is
theme,
evidence.
Dave.
Republican
the
Party
Epstein list?
members, mate, he's got Epstein done him favors. Epstein, well, look, let's face it. Epstein was a honeypot for Russia. We know now that Epstein, Trump, and Putin were a three-ring circus.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Epstein was getting information for Putin. Trump was getting paid. Epstein was getting paid. Everyone was happy.
Everybody's happy. Everybody's making money. Yeah.
Except
Boy,
for the
shit.
public. Except for the public. You miss out.
Except for
Because
democracy,
Trump
baby.
made another $500 million this month. He made $500 million this month. How the fuck does the President of the United States make $500 million in a month? Unless it's nefarious.
Very good question,
or it's
Dave.
crooked.
Very good question. Ain't no telling how much they've thieved off this country since the first time since he came down that escalator. It's all been a con job, a sell job. They sell hate. Hate is easy product, baby. You can get people to hate a lot of people.
I look at America now, and I look at the
Turn 'em
White
into
House.
a
I say
mob.
the White House is still in pieces. The Economist has said you are in recession, but Trump's not going to tell you that. He's hiding all these figures because you are in recession.
As far as we're in the greatest times ever in history. He's the greatest president ever. The economy is booming. Everybody's making money. Boy, howdy shit. It couldn't be.
That's why the Kennedy Center can't operate. The Kennedy Center is closed, it's broke.
Yeah.
He's busted the Kennedy Center. He's busted the White House. He's busted the economy.
He's busted this
busted
country.
every fucking thing.
He's broken this country. And that was the plan. From the
He's
get-go.
busted your allies. He's busted the allies. He's busted NATO. He's busted Greenland. He's busted your health care. I mean, the latest plan he's got now, I'm going to write you a
mind y'all,
check
this
for
is
your
a man
health
from
care.
Australia
Don't spend all that
and
money
can
at
list that
once.
shit in his head. We should all remember every fucking thing that man has done since he came down that escalator and before. Who he was
I got a
before,
list
who he...
along in my head. This goes back to look. Let's face it. The war on American people, meaning the killing of American people, started with Mr. Floyd. When George Floyd was murdered, that was the beginning of to death. It's acceptable, and then it went on. And now you got ICE and deaths with ICE now. It's acceptable. It's like school shootings. They're acceptable. It's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
It's not.
To say it's acceptable.
Not.
Let me tell
But
you now.
do we have the
they say
courage of the
silence
nation
is
to
golden.
stand up and change that?
John, they say silence is golden, but let me tell you, silence is going to get you guys crushed. You've got to be loud and noisy. Make a noise in peace. Get out and vote, just like they did down in Louisiana. I mean, another Democrat slipped in by a massive margin, like 32-point turnaround. This is the beginning of taking your country back, and you've got some momentum now. You cannot give up that momentum, and
I'm telling you,
you've got to stay active. Otherwise, your country's gone. Your country's gone. Just look at yourself. The world does not want to lose it. Doesn't want to lose America. The world does not want to lose America.
Looking at the polls, which is out there, you can see his decline. You can see the Republican decline. We're talking the possibility of Texas going back to blue. That's how big this shit is. This isn't. Excuse me. Hello, fatty.
Trump's a clown. That's easy to say, but the problem is Trump is a clown with nuclear weapons, and that's the big danger. He's out there this week talking a bit like Putin. We've got nukes and shit. I mean, he's throwing the big N word around. I mean, this guy
he will get us into anything to keep away from this Epstein shit. But it isn't going to work because all you have to do is look at the news all around the world. Leaders of countries and other great leaders in I can't remember all of them. They're getting caught up in this, resigning, leaving office, getting out of town as fast as they can. That's what they're doing.
There is a big backlash for the Epstein thing in many countries, John. Many countries are running their own investigation. This is the problem. Trump knows this too, and he's worried.
I'm more confident in shit coming out from other locations, other countries, their news, their legal systems as they dig into the Epstein files and demand accountability. Our American names are going to come up in those fucking conversations. So what are you going to do? You can't keep this shit hidden. He's treading water and he knows it. He's trying, and like I say, the game of distraction is going to get mighty fucking dangerous. Mighty fucking dangerous. Because you've got the Epstein thing and you've got the possibility of an election that your party's going to fucking suck at. And you're going to have to do something. Martial law or something. There's violence in the street. It's coming. It's coming, baby. He's going to come out with some fraud shit on the elections from the 2020. It's going to be shut. Hello, fatty. Hello, fatty.
Yeah, not to mention the other 3 overseas invasions we got going on, right?
Yeah,
exactly. But let me throw this in here quickly before Fatty gets his load out of there. The Clintons. I want to get my word off on the Clintons. The Clintons want to testify publicly in the open, in front of a public, but we want to video it in closed doors. Why? The obvious, honest way to do it is a public hearing. They want to release the files, but yet they don't want the public to hear what the Clintons got to say. This is American people. When they say no to the Clintons publicly, they're hiding shit. They want to doctor shit. They want to stop the video and say, no, don't say it.
They're calling the bluff to the Republicans.
I hand my time
to the Fatty. On Jack Smith,
let's go. Let's do it live. Let's have it publicized, televised, everything. What's that, Fatty?
Yes, mate. It's same as Jack. Same as Jack Smith. You're right.
Yeah. And he shut him down. He pulled the same. And with Hunter Biden, same thing. Hunter Biden actually showed up to one of their freaking meetings and was like, hey, I'm here. And nothing. It's all show. Like you said, this is all for the show. It's all production.
It's all headlines. They want those headlines.
Highly produced.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of bullshit. And you know what? It's all based in misogyny.
Yep.
You know who's not in the Epstein files?
Who's not in the Epstein files?
Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Not in there at
Miss
all?
Clinton, Madam Secretary.
You would think that she was all over the place with the way they've been talking.
Not once. You know whose name is in there? Oh, yeah. Well, we got Melania, of course.
Oh, yeah. She's in there.
The first whore.
Yeah. I ain't going to argue that statement.
Let's see her testify. How about Nutlick's wife?
Oh, he's
Lucy,
in bad shape, too.
Whatever. Yeah, no, he's all over up in there, and they were his neighbors for years. And he goes and lies on national television, and then frickin' is found out to be
a liar.
3 different businesses they got together.
That he had contacting way after when he came on TV and said, "Oh, I went to his house one time and I knew immediately right there. I didn't want to see this guy, do this guy, whatever. I never had any contact with him at all, ever. Bullshit.
I know you
it's
saw
all
that.
there.
Yeah. What's the first thing you thought to yourself when you saw him say that to that reporter about how I told my wife and we looked at each other? It was like watching Jimmy Stewart back in the day. You know what I mean?
No shit.
And we said we will never go back into that man's house because he is a dirty, rotten, no good son of a bitch.
That didn't fly too good.
What a bunch of theatrical bullshit.
Oh, I think they're we haven't even hit the tip of the iceberg on people that have that are going to be accused in this. Hey, let me get.
Well, John, there is some international bankers there. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. Let me thank Chadwick Rogers, who came in with $2 donation. Oh, there you go. Dave is back, baby. Oh shit, Dave. There you go. And David Cantu came in with $5. Said, "Hola, amigos. Hola, back, my friend." And RoboCat came in with a $10 donation. Pair character saying thank you. It did not pop up. No comment. Anyway, RoboCat, thank you very much. I appreciate every dime. Okay, thank you very much. Where am I? All right, there I am.
The athletes in Australia, I've got speeches pre-prepared if they win. I do believe many athletes from Europe have got pre-prepared speeches that if they win, because freedom of speech in America, right? So they're going to have their little say. Well, will Trump let them have a speech after they have their win to get their medals?
I'm wondering what the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
What a joke! What a joke!
Bad Bunny,
Kid Rock and a bunch of who's that? That's what it is. It's Kid Rock and a bunch of who's them.
Exactly.
On the other side, with what's his name? Kid Rock. Kid Rock.
The white supremacist party.
Yeah.
And Turning Point
I'm
USA.
Sure everybody's going to want to tune in to watch that.
Yeah. No. Unlike you, John, I haven't watched a football game in probably a decade.
I haven't really since I started doing this, and I used to watch football quite a bit. Wouldn't consider myself anywhere near a big, huge,
Well, back in my drinking days, I used to catch a game or two. I can still sit down and watch a game of real football if you want to watch some Manchester
and watch the Super Bowl and be thoroughly entertained and everything. And but since that guy came down the escalator, my priorities in life kind of changed. And this
that's about the time you started growing that beard, ain't it?
About that time. Yep. No shit.
About that time.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to shave it off if the Dems win in the midterm, Sean? Or are you going to wait till the election, the main election?
Nope. The days of shaving it off are gone.
Yep.
Did you see Maxwell make a statement about, Prince Andrew, that picture of him with Gouffre in the doorway?
Yeah.
It's doctored. Apparently, a lot of the photos were doctored to blackmail these people. I mean, that's bullshit. If it was, why did he pay her $32 million?
I don't know. Why am I suspect that everybody's going to say the same thing? That's not me in that picture. That's a doctored photograph. Why do I get that
Either way.
that everybody in photographs and videos are going to say, "Oh, that's
well, they can test it now. They've got technology to find out if a photo has been messed with from the negative. They can do that sort of testing. I don't know about AI, if it's AI technology, but I do know that the UFO stuff that people send photographs in and all that. Well, there's a show an American show, not National Geographic, Adventures with Josh, someone or other. But they have specialists come in and he checks out the photos, all the UFOs and all the videos. He's got all this equipment and he says, no, this has not been doctored. The metadata on this is solid and all this. So they know if it's been doctored. So they want to be pretty sure they're telling the truth because it can be checked.
Yeah, for sure. It can be. A lot of them have been. And a lot of that stuff is they're putting out too with all the released victims, underage underage naked girls is what they released in the Epstein files on
Right.
purpose.
That's shocking.
Unredacted.
On purpose.
You know,
Imitate,
And it's more
they
so after
intimidate
Spending all
those
that
girls.
time,
Well,
shoveling
yeah,
bullshit about we're really going through these files. No, you weren't. Or you were looking
No.
for things, but not that. You were looking for names
No,
of the perpetrators, of the men, making sure that their names don't come out, or at least most of them.
Something that we've not mentioned. It happened 2 weeks ago. Don Lemon being arrested and taken into custody should be a warning to all you podcasters
Oh,
from all
Along
of
with
you.
George
You know,
Mhm.
what's that, mate?
along with
We're all on
Georgia.
the list, dude. Good.
Yeah, everyone's on the list. If you've got
You were gonna
a
say,
station
Miss
that's
Chick?
anti-Trump,
Miss Chick, you were going to say?
I was just mentioning also Georgia Fort, I think, was the other
Yeah.
The other person killed.
journalist
brother
who was.
reporter.
Yeah, the other lady. No, that's extremely scary. I mean, this is
Orwellian,
What's even
and it's
me
nutsy.
is when I read like the comments on a Fox video or like an OAnon or a National News Nation or whatever, some of these right wing stuff, like just reading the comments on some of their videos is, to me, very enlightening.
Right.
I think honestly we're going to have. I don't know. I think I don't know. This election is going to be weird. He's going to cook the books. We already know he's cooking the books.
He's gonna do something. He's gonna
So,
do something.
you know,
He's going to try
just-
everything.
Well, the whole world's
All
talking
the
about it.
Oh yeah.
The whole world's
Like-
wondering how Trump is going to stop the elections and/or take control of the elections. Because what's this talk of nationalisation? Like he's out there saying the Fed should control elections, not the states, because the states have fucked it up, and the states have done a terrible job. And these 15 states are just shocking. And
Yeah. All that shit. All that shit.
it's all for the MAGA crowd. It's just bullshit. If you've got an IQ above 50, you won't be with Trump. If you've got an IQ below 40 or 50, you're with Trump. Because Trump's IQ is 109. That's barely intelligent. No, so 89. I apologize. That's barely average.
Yeah.
Barely average. 109 is a reasonable IQ, I think, is 109, 110. Trump's below that.
Anybody in this room right now is definitely more than that. Just the fact that we can have critical thinking skills and like rationally think about things and not just be a complete fucking narcissist.
He doesn't have much of a mind except when it comes to being a jerk, being a thief, being a crook. How to
He's
cheat
losing it.
people, how to make sure that you have an upper hand on any contract that you sign. This man has screwed over so many working people in companies that did business for him on any fucking job. They got screwed by
hear
him.
the
Right,
latest?
too.
Some of the ICE people haven't even been paid yet. Some ICE employees have not been paid.
That's funny. Fuck them anyway.
Yeah.
What'd you join up for that
They're
shit
all up
for?
on Reddit throwing a fit. Yeah.
Probably those
You
who
come to
just
find out
signed
they
up.
sign their contracts without looking at their bonuses. You don't get your bonus in one lump check. You know, you got to stick around for 3 to 5 years before
no
your
shit.
bonus starts trickling
Oh,
out.
I didn't know that part. Boy, howdy shit. I want
Fine
my
print.
money. Yeah,
Really teeny, tiny fine print. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
read the
Yeah,
I
fine
think this
print.
guy's not going to rip off his own employees. Get a
Hey,
clue.
Let
He's
me
not
send
even
out a
paying
couple of more
federal
thank
agents
yous
anymore.
to Senate 63, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "There you go, baby. Better days are coming." Indeed, and SFL-6 came in with, I'm going to assume that's $15 Canadian, and said, "Watching halftime, only support that guy, Bad Buddy. Hate Kid Rock for brains." Are you shitting me? I don't know. Kid Rock, that's bottom of the barrel crap. It's the best they could do. He's the only recognizable name on the list, and that was from a long time ago. You know, he's a racist asshole too. He's just a drunk dick. That's all he is.
He's a skid mark.
He's a skid mark on
That's
this
what he is.
nation. Boy,
Yep.
howdy.
You know, I want to ask you a question. If Greenland is such an important thing to America, and Trump's saying, you know, Russia's a threat to Greenland, it could take control of America, and China wants Greenland, the Chinese boats are there and shit.
Yeah.
Then why the fuck is he asking Russia and China? Why is he asking Russia and China to join his border peace, whatever it is?
Money.
If they're such a threat.
Money.
It's because of the BRICS, dude.
Unbelievable.
The BRICS now controls about 40% of the world's GDP, where the G7 used to be about 17, and the BRICS was closer to like 25. Right? Now G7's down to like 10%. Right? BRICS is up to about 40% of the world's GDP right now. And you know who's making deals together? You know who's getting ready to build like really cool things? And new buildings and new infrastructure for their people.
New infrastructure.
You know who's helping each other, like get things together and like get along to get along? Sure as fuck ain't us anymore.
No. There's been a lot of loss of interest in. Oh, if you listen to Trump, everybody in the world's just dying to invest in this country. We're the hottest country on the planet and all that other shit. Yeah. He's trying to sell us. He's trying to sell us like the fucking Trump steaks. That's what he's doing.
The Audi factory that's going to be built in America has been put on hold because they say the Audi board says America's too unstable to build a factory. So it's biting him in the ass in that way. You're losing business because what's happening with these tariffs is it makes your manufacturing.
America's not number one top of the list. All the bullshit that he's trying to sell. He's selling a lie. This country's hurting.
It's making your manufacturing costs too dear, so you cannot be competitive on the world stage. If your manufacturing costs are too high, your pricing is going to be high.
It's a world economy. It's a world economy.
China has just taken Canada from America for steel because China can do a better deal. And
new trade deals are going on all over the place because, hell, can't trust this fucking country anymore. Let's find new avenues. That's what's happening. Because of Trump, because of this bullshit, man, the bullshit this man has brought into our house and upset the apple cart all over the fucking place. And now there's going to be a new world organization, a new world order that's going to be established in this country. Yeah.
Hey, let me, man.
Let me, I didn't know this. A big thank you to a Blue Dot greeter, Mark, who came in with a $10 donation. Outstanding, Mark. I appreciate that very much. And dare you say, play the song for our, did you say troll? How could we have how could anybody who supports a pedophile, a rapist, a draft dodging lion, sack of shit like Trump and still come here and there and talk shit? You want to come talk shit?
I just need you to shut the fuck up.
Nobody asked you, bitch. Go throw a set of fucking balls.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up.
Boy, how to
Shut the
shut
fuck up.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about it. Shut the fuck up. You got no credibility at all. If you're in here and you still support Trump, if you still are out there rooting the pom-poms for this racist, misogynistic, pedophile, what does that say about you? That you're a flag-waving, whistle-blowing fucking American? I don't think so. It tells me you're a scumbag that would sell this country out for anything. That you don't believe in that flag. That you don't believe in the pledge of anything. You don't believe in it, you just got hate built up in your mind because that's the product Donald Trump sells, and he sells it very good, baby. He can get you to hate anybody. He got you to hate your neighbors, your friends, your family. He broke this country all apart, baby, because that's what he's got. He's got hate in his fucking heart, and he gives it away to every fucking buddy that's got it in there. So, take your shit and
I just need you to
shut the fuck up.
Nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
And get the fuck out of here. Ain't you got a Klan meeting or I don't know, Something to go to.
I want to give a shout out to the heroes of America at the moment. The heroes of America at the moment are Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel, and the other guy. What's his name?
Stewart.
The other late night guy.
Steph Myers. Steph, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah.
They're the heroes. They're telling you the
Every
facts
night.
as you know. Yep.
Every
Yep.
night.
And
You're not
listen,
wrong,
it's
dude.
comedy,
You're not
but
wrong.
it's fact.
That's about the only facts we're getting
As
these
a matter of
days.
fact, watching the late night, talk show. Yeah, I don't like to miss Stephen Colbert, the Daily Show. You know, that's it's a good way to get
where
your
credit's
news
due.
with a grain of at least a little bit of a smile in there, and because you
I
got to
want
find a way to laugh.
you
each
know
shit.
the word justice. It's a very important word, isn't it? Justice. But when you break it down, it just means just ice.
Just us. Yeah.
Just ice. Yep. And that's not going to happen.
No,
got to keep that word in one
and
word.
that,
Got to keep
that's
it one
what-
word.
This country is, we got another big protest coming up. No Kings on, I forget, February 20 something. I can't remember. We've got February 17th coming up, which is the National Day of Lobbying, to call your senator, your congressman. He'll call everybody senator and congressman and spread your shit around. We need to make a voice, a loud voice that comes through loud and clear. And I think that's what we need to do. And that's what's happening.
Spend the day on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Who are you going to bring up today, John?
let's see who we got down here.
Have a pick, mate. Have a pick.
Have a
Get a
pick.
fresh voice in here.
Well, let me see. We'll get
They're all good voices down there, mate. They're all good voices.
We'll give Blaze a shot at it. How you doing, Blaze?
Oh my lord! I got me a pulse, and I'm still breathing, so
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Well, there you go. That's,
Yay.
Yeah.
You haven't met
Count.
ice yet, then.
I don't want to hear anybody ever ask how a person like Hitler could rise to power again, because we're
We've seen
witnessing it in real time. We're witnessing it in real
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Blind faith.
Plain as day. This is exactly how Hitler rose to power. On the same basis, selling hate. For Hitler was to hate the
Rationalizations and
Jews.
justifications to treat each other like shit.
There you go, baby. There you go.
It's not hard.
And he
Hate's the
brings
easiest
that
thing,
out.
man.
He brought it out in 1930s Germany, and Trump is trying to bring that same mentality, that same feeling, that feeling of hatred. And so much so you turn
He
against
has no
your own
friends.
family. Huh?
Yep, he has no friends. This Trump
He
has
was
no
shunned out
friends.
of New York.
He
Yeah,
has,
they totally
he's
shunned
even,
him.
he even had
Oh, you
Elon
listen to
Musk,
him,
didn't
everybody
they?
loves him.
FBI.
You listen to his ass,
Did
everybody
the
loves him.
FBI raid Elon Musk or something? Wasn't Elon Musk recently raided by the FBI or someone?
Yeah, they raided his
The French-
France operation.
The French raided him because that Grok shit has created one of the largest caches of CSAM planet. I assume that's the reason why they're
No, it was in
yes,
America.
rightfully so.
It was in America. It was an American agency that raided. It wasn't Musk personally. It was one of his companies. One of the two companies that they raided.
You see. Oh Jesus, Jake Sellers, no voting Blaze show. Yeah, just applied, to get registered to vote, so you can go fuck yourself respectfully.
You know it.
Oh boy.
Is this your first
Anyway.
time voting? Is it?
Yeah, this is gonna be my first time voting midterm this year.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Well, you picked a good one.
Good luck, mate.
We need you
Yeah,
on this
because
one,
what
baby.
Jake doesn't understand is that Blaze wasn't old enough to vote at the last election.
I was freshly 18. I had turned 18 earlier in the year, sir.
Let me tell you, the faith and the confidence that we have to have in the youth of this country. They are going to step up. They have been watching this shit. This has been decades of news, of bullshit on the TV. That's what they've grown up listening to. They're tired of this shit. They want to see this country move forward for everybody. And I think that's what we're going to see. The younger generation.
And I think
more
they've
motivated.
also done their own research, John.
Yes.
I think
Yeah,
what's
oh, yeah.
happened with them,
Yeah, no, they're not
constant mention,
watching the CNN.
the constant
no.
mention of Nazis. They would have looked into Nazis
Oh yeah,
by hearing this all the
use
time.
Google, baby. They Google everything.
Yep.
You know, they do. They serve my kids. You know, Tyler, who I am currently, you know, I'm thinking about putting a chair over there and put him on the damn show. You know, I'm pretty proud of him. He stays in the news. He reads everything. Knows a lot of shit that I'm not. I go, what? Huh? You didn't hear that? No, you hear. And he pulls up something on YouTube, and it's like, fuck, I didn't know that. You know, and so yeah, I don't know. He's bashful.
Well, we used to have Travis on the show.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he moved off. Travis is the tech guy. I'll tell you the truth. He knows it, and he's very uncomfortable on camera. He's very uncomfortable in that position. He's more of a tech guy, do everything, and he's the same way in his business where they produce films. He's the camera crew. He's everything except the guy in front of the camera, and that's where Travis is uncomfortable. And so that's really why Travis hasn't been on. I just talked to him a little while ago. He's the one that still does all my buttons here, so I can still let y'all know where to send letters, like the one I got from Ann. Yeah.
And that was pretty sweet. Tell you what, almost make a guy cry.
It did.
Push
Because
that
what
button
happened
down,
is I
put it-
dropped my son off at CVS, and because it's in the same little shopping center there, I dropped him off. He had to go get his prescription. And then I swung over to the post office, which is right there, and I'll go in and get this. And I come back out to my car, and I drive back over to CVS and park out there where my son is going to come walking out. Then I open the envelope. And by the time he got back to the car, yeah, his first words were, "What the fuck's wrong? What's wrong, Dad? What the fuck? What's wrong?" And I could hardly get a fucking word out because it was overwhelming to open that envelope and read that and see not only somebody whose heart is so huge, but who thought to include this Blue Dot family in on that memorial, and it's yeah, that was quite
God
powerful.
love right there.
It is big time, and that's gonna, well, that found a place in my heart, and yeah. I don't even know if she's in the chat. I've been trying to look, but I haven't seen her.
So I done came to the conclusion of something, or I'm hypothesizing it in my head, seeing all these files and all the depraved, awful things these rich slobs are doing. I'm starting to wonder if Pizzagate and QAnon were psychological operations done by these people to smear us with what they were actually doing.
Bro,
I mean, it makes
you're
sense.
hitting the nail on the head. I'm watching you.
I'm just saying
right there.
They weren't. I'm sure the people involved with Epstein weren't unhappy that others were in the news. Yeah, keeping their shit.
We know
clean.
Steve Bannon was behind that whole story. He was the one that brought it to the forefront and started pushing all that
Steve Bannon's
shit.
all over this Epstein shit too.
Yeah, look at the guy. Look at him. Just look at the guy and tell me he doesn't eat babies.
I know it. Talk about a scumbag. Looking, he's a creep,
dude.
He is just his.
Yeah, we're going to have ice at the polling stations. We're going to have ice stand at the polling stations. We're going to cover the elections and make sure it's all kept up.
None of them illegal aliens are in there. They're going to be. We're going to have ice right there at the fucking voting booth, watching over your shoulder. It's going to be a game of intimidation, is what they're going to try to do. If they, they're going to try to do everything because I'm with James Carville on this. The handwriting's on the fucking wall. We're going to stomp the shit out of them. Their brand is tarnished. And for what? The support of a pedophile, a sexual predator, a man who's been a cheat, a liar, a thief, all of that shit. At a certain point, this is going to turn around and bite a lot of Republicans right on the ass. There's going to be, at one point, like rats from a sinking ship, they're going to understand that the power of the people, the voters of this country, that determine whether their ass is going to stay in office or not, by the way, and that's the only way they make the big bucks and get all the other little accolades that comes with being a congressman or a senator and all the little goodies and shit. That all goes away.
Like not getting prosecuted for treason.
Yeah, no shit. Like getting away with something like on the Epstein list, because if you think there ain't a few politicians,
they're all up in there,
or on that list,
they're all in it.
There's people on that list that we haven't even thought about yet.
Well, just go look at the list that I posted up in the chat there. There's a video. Besides the ones we already know about, the Bill Gates and all them, there's another 100. But these people, besides being Hollywood stars, some of them, I won't mention their name, there's 3 or 4 of them there, but they're mainly very rich bankers, politicians, and business people from overseas who are billionaires. And these are the countries doing their own investigation. England, European countries.
Have you been watching Parliament at all?
One from Australia. But there's some of these people accused have not had any evidence against them, but they're in Epstein's mailing list and or email and or bank accounts transactions. That's all I'll say. Just watch the video. It's only 14 minutes long. It doesn't take much of your time, but it'll educate you.
Oh, yeah. Anytime that you can get a little more knowledge out, like I said, I got that from a very dear Blue Dot, the video James Carville did, and I watched it, and I came out pumping. I've been, James goes back a long way.
He's good, James Carville. He's dropped off a bit lately, though. He's not publishing as much out there as he used to.
Yeah.
He used to be on. He used to have a video per week, but now. Go on, Blaze.
Yes, I do have a thing to add on about the QAnon, like the thing that I brought up earlier, right? I mean, I started to connect the dots when it came out that the founder of 4chan, Moot, who, this is back when he actually owned 4chan, had a meeting with Epstein a few days before the political board was put back up. And it was originally taken down for being just a racist shithole board. Mm-hmm. But he had a meeting with Epstein, and magically it's back up. Ain't it funny how that works? Ain't it funny how that works?
Well,
called backroom deals.
Yeah, there's
almost as if Epstein had.
At some point, though, those backroom deals they're gonna fall apart. You start pulling threads on this Epstein story.
Absolutely, you got to get someone in court, though, John. Once one person gets in court, it'll come out. But getting someone in court,
under oath facing, that and make a deal. Who else? They'll turn on each other. To keep
exactly right. They are cannibalists by themselves. They eat themselves.
Right now, I have
Elon
more
Musk
faith.
and Trump with
I have more faith in outside government entities from other countries investigating this and finding out the stuff than I have in my Department of Justice. All right, I don't trust the DOJ or the FBI for shit, and that's sad to say because they're full of people who are good Americans doing work for their country, but they're in people in charge.
Used to be, John.
Yeah, well, I still think they're out there, but they're under a lot of pressure. I think I don't know,
but man, not
many. They've been purged as many as they can from every form, every inch of our government, every branch of our government. He has purged as many as he possibly can to replace them with Trump loyalists. You don't need to know shit. You just need to kiss Trump's ass. That's all.
Well, there is something right now too that folks are doing that they're signing up and they're going and getting hired and just sandbagging and getting information and being the mole, because they're not checking shit. They're hiring anybody they can, You know, if they've got $170 billion budget that they can blow through in 5 years.
Are we
right?
talking about
They're
ICE?
just going to blow it. The whole
ICE?
administration is using
Oh.
this budget
Any
that
way
they got
they
on
can.
the beautiful bill, right? Gave
Yeah,
the
the big beautiful bill shit.
the
Bullshit.
170. You know, so you notice now too, they've all got their rifles and they've all got their vests, right? And they're all looking. They got their gear finally, right? This shit's going to escalate. I'm telling you, this is just a little,
Yes,
regrouping
and
session.
that's what
They
I
sent
worry
Dickhead
about.
back
That's
down
what
there.
That's what he's counting on.
Yeah. Bavino, he's, of course, he's back down in SoCal. He's just trooping back up down there is all he's doing. He's not going to fucking retire. He was in Vegas bragging 2 days after he got, so-called let go. He's in Vegas partying, drunk.
Oh, he's not
talking
one
about
to
how
shy
they're going down
away.
there to
Are you
kick ass.
shitting me? Are you shitting me?
You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
this
he's
is-
Mr. Bravado. Mr. I'm a badass.
Oh, yeah.
That's him.
All of them are. Yeah. All of them
If
are. That's
anyone
the whole-
comes across a MAGA person that's sort of, that a MAGA and or you start to talk to this person talks to you and you find out they're MAGA but they are not so MAGA anymore because they've been hurt by Trump, because a lot of MAGA people have been hurt by Trump now, and more every day. Don't be I told you so, or you stupid idiot and you voted for him. Don't be like that, because we need to be welcoming. If they've got doubts and they're having issues, help them, talk to them, bring them to reality, and support them. But don't have a go at them and say you did this and you caused this, because
No,
you'll just throw them
if
back into the
anybody-
fire.
Yeah.
I just laugh at him. I brought him to the good
Don't
side.
laugh
just
at them,
by
please.
laughing.
Don't
kinda
laugh, because it's
as
their
a
dignity.
friend though, like as a friendly, like sarcastic laugh, like you really believe that? Like what are you talking about? Just because really a lot of this shit is it's psycho-programmed. And like Blaze was saying, this is all psyop shit. This is stuff where it's hypno-programming. You say something
Yes.
30 times and they start to hear you. You say it 300 times and they'll repeat it and they'll fight for you. You say it 3,000 times and you don't even have to tell them to repeat it anymore. Shit just happens and it goes off, and they're so into the rationalizations and the instant justifications that it doesn't matter what happens anymore. Any story that comes out, they don't even know the story. They will argue it. They will debate it to the end of their life.
That's the part that drives me
Well,
crazy.
the swing in the elections that have been happening, the small elections have been happening in each state, have all been swinging towards Dems. That means a lot of MAGA people have voted Democratic.
Certainly.
They may not be saying that. To have that
life has been
swing,
actually
there
affected.
must be MAGAs voting for Dems. So especially like in Louisiana, big 32-point swing, that wasn't all Democrats voting. That was also MAGA voting for Dem. So those people, we need to welcome them and say we're happy you found your way, or you've seen the light. Sure, have a chat with them. If you feel that that's a personality that can cop a little giggle, and you can grab them and give them a cuddle and say, we can sort this out. We'll get rid of the bastard together. That's how it should work.
With the programming,
You've got to team up and not make any enemies.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I just feel that it could be blown by a few silly moves that they need to grab to publicise it and blow it all up. To be done by someone attacking a MAGA person. It could be used against you to stop these people from voting Democratic. So I'm just trying to get the best for you guys.
On the damn street, I am a pretty damn neutral guy. As a matter of fact, if you see me on the street, most of the time I'm wearing either ball cap or a cowboy hat, this one, and I look at the way I do. Now, mind you, sometimes I do have a T-shirt that does give away my thoughts in life, but outside of that, I talk to anybody. It's only until somebody in the conversation says something stupid that I will speak up and they will know my position. And sometimes it's in a nice conversation. Sometimes it's in a "fuck you, are you shitting me" kind of way. And I think that's the way all of us kind of go through this shit. Anyway, let me thank Kelly Norman, who came in with a $5 super chat and said, "Sending love and a gentle reminder. I truly hope everyone is finding a way to look after their mental health right now during this horrific time. Baby, Lord have mercy. All of us should do that. And the biggest medicine I got any in a long time was this card from Ann Jacob, and it just everything, all the bullshit that we go through, everything is worth it. When I see that we have a family here, this is not, like I said, it's not about me. This is about the Blue Dot family and what that meant to me, and it just lifted my spirits. It made me get emotional and all that kind of shit.
Pretty cool.
Have we got time? Have we got time for another voice, John?
Huh?
Have we got time for another voice from downstairs?
We got a few minutes left. Who'd you have in mind?
Oh no, mate! I just thought there's a lot of good voices down there. You know,
We are a
Lincoln's
lot of
down
good
there.
voices there.
Oh, wow. What do we got?
Yeah, we got a lot of people down there. Sometimes it's hard to fill the room up too much because then the conversation really gets on top of each other. So when
Yeah,
you come in,
see,
try to
Octafly's
respect
a good
everybody.
voice, and
Yeah.
Lincoln brother,
Other
what's
words,
up?
Well, hello,
some people need
Lincoln.
to be quiet.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
people need to be quiet. Yeah.
Well,
not
John,
everybody.
you add a couple more blue dots to the list. I have Bravo Chick up here in Minnesota this week. She decided to come up and celebrate her birthday with another blue dot. Myself,
I saw that. I was tickled to death.
yeah,
I was
she's a wonderful
tickled to death.
person.
I'm sure she is.
Nice.
But that's another,
Yeah, so we had an opportunity to go down and actually, she was able to visit both the memorial sites with me. We went down to Alex's memorial, and we went down to
That's
Renee's
so great.
memorial.
that is so
And
great.
then there was the famous 70-year-old man that was out in the tear gas cloud that was pissed off that said that he was angry, and he was the owner of a little bookstore here called Deep Haven Books. So we also made a little trip over to Deep Haven Books, and
Outstanding.
we made a little sale over there and got a handful of books to bring home with us. But yeah, no, it's been a good
I
time.
saw that.
As far as
It just warmed my
Yeah.
heart. It made me feel good. Anytime
as far
I
as
see
the
blue dots
political
get together.
landscape goes,
Right?
right? Absolutely, she's got her head screwed on straight like the rest of us.
Good.
We still
Have
got
no
a
doubt.
lot of people in this country that, you even see them come in the chats here, and they don't really have much to say except little 1, 2, 3 liners. It's like you pull the string on the back of the doll and you get the pre-recorded phrase. That's all these people have. They don't do research. They can't critically think. And, in the moment right now, to me, John, it looks like MAGA has lost the plot with Renee and Alex. They've lost the plot with ICE. They've lost the plot with the economy. They've lost the plot with the
They're just
terrorists.
not
They've
doing
lost the
too
plot with
good.
employment numbers.
Not doing too good.
I
All the
mean,
bullshit
this-
they sold ain't coming out the way they sell it.
Louisiana? Oh my God! The last one that blew my mind was Texas. In your state, John, you had that
Baby,
district that flipped
I'm
blue.
telling you,
Yeah, that was
don't
good.
discount this shit out. People are pissed off at this shit. Even conservatives
They are.
are embarrassed over this shit. There needs to be a course correction and a big one. And even conservatives are recognizing this. Not the maggots. The maggots out there, but you got to watch these politicians. At some point, the handwriting is on the fucking wall. You stay with this man, you're flushing your fucking career down the toilet. At some point, you're going to have to break away.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're all waiting on. We're all waiting on you to make
Well,
that turn.
And I'll tell you who
if
I
you're
think
not
is on
there,
the-
you can't get the big bucks.
Right. And I'll tell you, someone that looks like she might be boiling in the pot right now, or at least getting ready to be boiled alive in the pot, is Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh,
Now there's
oh, that bag of
this
shit.
whole
Yeah.
thing coming out about her covering up a whistleblower complaint, and now this attorney for this whistleblower, who I think has been let go, no surprise,
yeah, no
wants
surprise there,
to
but he's
get communications with the Senate going forward to have her deposed. This is
Yes.
fucking big.
a
This
whistleblower.
Tulsi
He knows some
Gabbard
shit,
thing,
and they tried to hide it, and he got him a lawyer. He's going around them. So
and you know what I think it's about? You know what I think it's about? Treason. Treason.
What else could it be? Everything
Straight
the
up.
man has done in my book has been treasonous.
Freaking Russian
But
agents.
in what context do you speak?
Well, let me put it this way: for any of the red hats or trolls that are listening in
Oh,
right
we got
now,
some. Go ahead. Wait,
This
you're gonna have
woman-
to use small words, and go ahead.
okay,
They don't have that much brain capacity. We gotta
Not
dumb it
too
down.
much. You gotta,
Russian state media, which is the Putin propaganda news station in
Indeed.
Russia, to this day, they call her Moscow's girlfriend. I want the red hats to think about this.
Yeah.
They have Tulsi Gabbard up on a pedestal. What we're trying to say is she is a Russian operative working within our government to undermine American democracy
Dare you say?
for Putin's benefit.
Dare
This
you
is
say?
who she is. She is a traitor to this country. That's not a radical left
No,
thing.
no.
That is the fact.
And her background
fact.
has been clear to everybody. And you have to wonder, why was she picked for that position?
Exactly.
Sometimes, Lincoln, you come in here with
Exactly.
shit, you go, oh, well, you get off on the rail and everything, but overall, you're always in the right direction. And this is, are you thinking of, is he a sellout to Russia? I don't know what else you need. The fucking handwriting's on the wall. He's a slave to Putin. Anything Putin wants, Donnie's
rolled out
he's
the
willing
red
to give
carpet,
up
yeah.
Ukraine.
son of a bitch.
Oh, roll out the
You
red
know-
carpet, kiss his ass in public, and the whole story.
When
His wife ain't
Yes.
no damn prize either.
Yes.
This
When the
Melania
media
bullshit.
landscape, when the media
Russian
landscape
spy too,
in,
I think.
in a country that is considered our adversary, when that media landscape is propping up someone in our government, do you think they are for America or against America? It's that fucking simple.
It's throughout our fucking history. This thing with Russia is long term, baby. We've been at odds with that country for a long time with a damn good reason, called democracy. And at one point, we sort of had an edge over there. It took hold with what's his name? I want to say Lech Walensky. I can't remember, but there was a time with the guy with the map on his head. Damn, I hate to describe it.
Gorbachev.
Gorbachev.
Gorbachev, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
Those days
Yeah,
are
and
gone,
here's
baby.
another link.
We're looking at a
Yeltsin.
man who wants to reconstitute the Soviet Union. And Ukraine is
let
just
me-
the
let me-
first on the list. And our president is more than willing to just turn a blind eye and let him do that.
here's another one for the trolls and the red hats. Look up
What?
the name Paul Manafort. Last name
Oh, I remember him.
Manafort.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
He was
Yeah.
pardoned by Donald Trump in 2020. Okay, this guy was sent to prison. Okay, this guy is now out of prison, back in Trump's inner circle, and this guy installed a Russian operative oligarch in Ukraine. And back in 2014, Ukraine kicked this guy out of the parliament and he fled to Russia. I want you guys to think about this. That was Paul Manafort that put that guy in office in Ukraine out of Russia. And now that motherfucker is back here, Trump's inner circle. Connect
Ding, ding,
the
ding.
motherfucking dots.
That's who that
He's
guy
running
is.
around with Kushner, buying out everybody and accepting all the bribes, is what he's doing. They just
And you
landed
know
on one of
what?
the frickin' aircraft carriers out in front of
That's
frickin'
another
Sudan,
word right
dude.
there that bothers
Today.
the shit out
Yeah.
of me. Kushner.
Exactly.
Yep.
The
What
fact
the fuck
that
is
your
that little
news
dweeb doing
organizations,
back in the mix again? Money.
CNN, and all those other news organizations, this is why the American people aren't reacting enough in my eyes and probably your eyes. Because they don't know the truth, because the fucking reporters are not doing their job like they used to,
Mm-hmm.
like they're supposed to. Dedication to truth. The
The
facts.
most
That's right.
valuable asset that we
I
had,
haven't
Dave,
heard
was
this one
the
before.
A200 chip.
I'm probably
The
behind on the
NVIDIA
times.
chips were our most valuable asset, right? And he just sold them
Yeah.
to the frickin' Saudis and put the money in his own personal account.
Well, and
Yes.
you
And
know
a
what
Qatar
story
account.
quickly died? You know what story quickly died? Let me remind people about this as well. This just happened like 9 months ago, in the middle of last year. There was a woman who worked with someone that used to work for Project Veritas, which is a far right-wing think tank. And I think they went after the Clintons and they went after Hunter and Joe and all that shit.
Yep.
They're all about attacking the left. There was a woman that
Yep.
worked alongside a guy who used to work with Project Veritas that went on 2 blind dates with a top DOJ official in Trump's current administration. which, by the way, surprise, surprise, he's now been fired. They literally caught him on camera at the second blind date because she had a hidden camera on, admitting that they violated Bureau of Prison policy to move Ghislaine to Texas to, quote, shut her up. This is out of the words of a top DOJ official, and they said they're going to redact Trump and all the Republicans out and try to frame the Democrats in the Epstein files. He literally fucking admitted on camera the entire fucking game when it comes to the Epstein files. That's what they're doing.
Just drag it out, and it'll take long enough to where somebody else will be in office.
Yeah, and I'll add one more thing, and I'm going to shut up. One more thing. Texas Paul did a really good video recently where he pulled up one of these recent dumps. There was an email where there was a sentence that said, I would come, but I blank think my body could handle it. I blank think my body could handle it. What he found out was they redacted the word don't. Think about how it's spelled. Don he. What Texas Paul is implying, because AI is not perfect, is they are literally using AI to look for Donald Trump, and they accidentally redacted a simple word, don't. There's your evidence right there.
Boy, hell shit.
And the word don't is redacted all over throughout the files.
There you go. Bingo. That's
like it was
right
planned.
there.
Like it was entered
right
into a boy, howdy shit. This shit's going to
I'm telling
continue
you,
on.
GPT is running all this shit. They're in the cabinet. They were on the stage when he got, like, all these guys. Freaking Zuckerberg, and way compromised. I mean, this is just ridiculous. People can't see it.
The news is compromised because Trump does control most of the information that goes to the public people.
Do yourself a favor.
Yes.
The internet, you're on it right now. It's full of shit. And you got to watch what
Ground
shit
news
you're looking
is
at
definitely
because
worth the $10. I'm telling you.
Yeah, do your own investigation. When you hear a story,
if you are involved in a pedophile ring, the kingpin or one of the top pedophiles in that ring has to keep other pedophiles close to his vest in order to keep them quiet. This is why Trump has given a lot of people that we now know are in the Epstein files these government positions. That is one way to keep they can all keep it quiet. This is
Have you heard about the 16-year-old's diary that was released? Not released. It was leaked. Parts of it were leaked. Yeah. It was a 16-year-old girl that became pregnant, and to blank name. The child was born. When the child was born, it was taken from her breast. She was handed the child. It was not breastfeeding, but it was put on the mum's chest. Two women come in, wrap the child up, and the child's gone. The child just disappeared because that child had DNA. The DNA of that child is evidence. So that child is, and apparently the father of the child had a fetish. He was a billionaire and he liked to bite women. And this girl had bite marks over her body where this guy had bitten her while giving her the business.
Boy, how to shit.
And this is the fact.
My God.
Yeah.
Our ancestors would have done storm Dan Capitol by now.
Oh, shit.
they'd be hot. They'd be a bit pissed.
That all depends on.
Well, she's trying to find her child.
It's our society.
She's been trying to find her child. There's no record of it. Sorry, John. I just said that she was trying to find her child, but there's no record of it. So make of it what you wish.
Yeah. That story could go a lot of different places, couldn't it? And this shit's scary. We're talking about
but she's one of many.
Powerful people who are perverted. We've already seen that. They're perverts. They have a lot of money. They can do a lot of things. Money can get you a lot of shit. People are willing to sell their soul for amount of money. And unfortunately, that's a way of life. We have people that are willing to do that. But we have people also with a conscience. And at some point, that conscience gets playing on them. They're something's got to give. But it's our, we don't give up on this shit. We can't give up on this shit. We can't turn a blind eye and go, well, the story's over, because that's what Donnie wants you to do. He said it the other day, just move on. Yeah. No, we can't. This Epstein story, what scares me is to him, it's worth World War III. He'd rather go to fucking World War III than to have this shit come out. And that puts us all in danger. And the way he's
never
been treating
once admitted that he was wrong.
No,
not once has he ever, in public or otherwise,
Even the Obama,
admitted that he
in
was
this
wrong.
he did it just
video.
with this thing when about the damn video. He immediately blamed some mysterious staffer, who shall not be named. Bullshit. All that crap we see on there, that's directly out of your fucking fingers. That's your shit. That's Donnie's shit.
I did see now there's a Republican drive and a petition going around to take his phone away. And they're doing they're going to go and they're going to wipe X. Right, get this, Dave. They're going to wipe everything from like last weekend off of X until now. And they're going to create a whole new platform of, I forget what it's called, but it's a whole think tank put together deal, right, that they're putting out there, and they're going to wipe all of his fucking socials posts from the past, right, so we can maintain a consistent look going forward.
Boy,
he's an important fool.
Yeah,
he's an important
papers,
fool,
baby.
and that's why they're going to try and save him.
That's a burn order.
Yeah.
Get rid of all
they did
the
the
evidence.
same thing to his dad. I mean,
boy, howdy shit.
Hey,
let me thank
baby.
Susan Rotella, who came in with a $20 donation. It didn't pop up, but Susan, thank you very much. I appreciate that tremendously. And boy, howdy shit. Been a hell of a day. We're gonna go ahead,
isn't there?
Huh?
Yeah.
I said there's some sick shit going on in the background.
Yes, there
that we
is.
don't know about.
Oh Lord,
This is only what we know
haven't begun to scratch the surface. This is just the shit that we're learning from the crap they released. Think of the shit they're not releasing. That's the shit. That's the deep shit.
And what they redacted. What they have redacted.
Boy, howdy.
Correct.
Yeah. Let's. I don't know what Hillary Clinton's doing, but let's get them in front of the goddamn Congress live, in front of the camera and everything.
Please.
That's the only way this shit is going to be solved. It's the only way that the populace is going to be satisfied. Anything less than that, you're hiding something. You're hiding somebody's bullshit, and we don't want to see that.
Exactly.
You want to.
We're going.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to be digging through. We're going to be digging through shit and discovering shit decades from now. I guarantee it. It's decades, and we'll still be finding shit. Probably.
Yep. This is going to last a lot longer than you think. Yes, indeed. This is going to go on forever.
This is just phase one of the. This is just phase one of the ultimate awakening.
Well, let's get on with it, baby. I'm ready for it.
Keep pushing.
Anyway, we're going to wrap it up for the evening so everybody can go catch the halftime show if it's not on already. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway,
is Manchester playing Arsenal today, or
is anybody here watching the game? Got it on the TV behind them or something? I just wondered.
That's
all I see is a headline over here that
European
says Patriots Seahawks locked in a defensive battle in Super Bowl 50. Kind of tells me the score would be low if it's a defensive battle. So I don't know. I'm more interested in the halftime show than anything else, and they'll have repeats of that all over the place. So anyway, I'm not worried about it. But I want to thank everybody for coming in. Blaze, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming in, brother.
You're welcome. Jail the files. Go Bad Bunny.
There you go,
Have
buddy.
a wonderful night, everybody.
There you go. Go Bad Bunny. All right, you too. And Lincoln.
Hey, John.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thanks for having me in. We're kind of in a little bit of a pickle here because as this regime gets more scared, they also get more dangerous. But we don't really have much control about how dangerous they can be, but we can exploit their fear. So while this regime, as we all know, is scared to death about losing power, guess how we respond to that? We push fucking harder.
There you go, baby. We stay in this fight because we are ultimately the winners of this shit. We stand on the high ground. Anyway, Lincoln, take care of yourself, brother. Thank you for your voice.
Take care.
You bet.
Yeah, be safe out there, buddy.
And Uncle Fatty.
It's always good to hear a guy like Lincoln that can get out there and just write up in it. That's where we all need to be that way.
We all need to be there. We all
Fuck
at that
crunch time. Make those phone
Yeah.
calls, do that homework, hit that like button, share the shit, all that
Here's
good
this
stuff.
shit. That's a good start right there. Could do that right now.
But like Dave was saying though, there's something that does go a long way when I'm trying to flip my friends and family members, that just because you're gonna vote blue this time doesn't make you a libtard. Okay, it doesn't make you a lefty, it doesn't make you a commie, it doesn't make you a Marxist. Right? It just says that you don't want this shit that's going on right now to be still happening.
You're not happy with
Because
the
that's where
status
everybody's
quo
at.
of where the
Everybody can agree
Republicans are.
upon that simple thing right there. We just
Indeed.
don't want this type of shit going on in America.
Indeed.
It's not what they voted for. You just keep reminding them that's not what they voted for, and they understand it.
They know what's going on.
But it is definitely hard to welcome somebody that you've been at odds with for a few months or years or decades.
I understand that.
You got to
You
turn the
definitely
other
can.
cheek, baby. You got to turn the other cheek.
Yep.
Isn't that what they say? You know,
And you just,
Welcome them
much
back into
love.
the
Some high
fold.
fives, put on a smile, give that shit away.
give that
You
shit
know how we
away.
do it.
Uncle Fatty, thank you very much, brother. Take care of
Yeah,
yourself.
buddy.
We'll see you later.
Oh, yeah, much love, guys.
Much love back.
Be good, Dave.
Good night, mate.
Take care of
Good
yourself
night,
down
mate.
there.
Yes,
I will,
Dave,
buddy.
Thank you for your voice, for your passion, my friend. You know,
My pleasure, mate.
You're a big part of this family. People love you in this family anyway. You got a big following in this family. We all love your ass, but because
Thank you.
you're passionate about it, and it comes through that way.
Well,
And I thank you
I'm
for that.
from. Well, I've been with you from day one, so
Hang on,
or
brother.
year dot, we'll call it.
We ain't done yet.
But I'll just leave you with this thought, and I'll say good night to Mitchy Chick. Love your work, darling. Some people fight and not die, and some people out there die for a fight. Good night.
And wise words, Dave. Make your choice wisely.
And thanks for that reading earlier, Mr. Chick. That was really cool. That's one thing that I'm really fighting for, is guys to get off this whole misogynistic bullshit and to call each other out for being misogynistic assholes.
Yeah,
Well,
don't
first
do
you
that.
got to recognize it.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes that's hard to do, even if it's looking within. You just got to
For sure.
remember who we are. Anyway,
We can all do better.
and thank you for that,
Mhm.
Patty. I appreciate it. And before we go, I want to thank Shifty Lincoln, who just came in with a $5 donation and said, when a regime change is violating the Constitution, voting blue doesn't make you a liberal. It makes you a constitutionalist. Vote blue
Exactly.
to stop fascism. Indeed, baby. When I have a
Well
T-shirt,
said.
I love it. It says, "When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty." I believe in those words, and we're seeing it happen. Anyway, Miss Chick,
Yeah, Jim.
thank
We
you,
have
baby, for
we
coming.
have a couple of minutes before halftime,
Do we?
and it's 6-0 to, they call them the Sea Chickens.
The sea chickens, the Seahawks. They're
And I
ahead.
grew up a Seahawks fan. I'll tell you one thing about growing up a Seahawks fan. It'll
What?
teach you how to take a loss.
There you
Right?
go,
You'll learn
baby.
how to take a loss real well.
Hey.
And boy, you'll almost get there every time,
Oh,
but
no.
then you just don't.
You got to be a Lions fan to really learn that lesson, I think.
We all have our hearts. Mine is still with the Cowboys. And they were in their day. They were anyway.
Oh shit, you had the dynasty going.
Anyway,
Yeah,
All that
for a while
football
we
talk.
did. For a while we did, but and not anymore. So we got to work on it. You know, but
No,
yeah,
we used to go over to Cheney. They would have the spring training. We'd go over there, and all the linebackers, Cortez Kennedy, and all the big guys, they'd bring us over, we'd sign the football. I'll tell you something, kid. What you want to do is get yourself a computer. You don't want to be a football player the rest of your life, boy. You won't be able to walk by the time you're 40.
Yeah.
Shit like that. They'd totally harass us and shit. So.
Get a computer, indeed. Yeah, watch how you
Yep.
watch how you walk your path. Some of it could be a little physical. Anyway, Miss Chick, you were saying
nothing. I
nothing.
was just waiting for you guys to finish up.
Oh, I guess we're done. I guess we're done.
When is that No Kings thing coming up?
I want to say February 28th. I want to say, but it's not in front of me. And I'm
No.
not sure.
No Kings is in March. I did it.
March.
Check my notes.
Well,
Yeah,
there's always
No
something
Kings
going on
is
in your
March
neighborhood.
28th.
March
Always something
28th.
going.
So this Tuesday, the 17th, which isn't this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday, that's when you want to go and do your day of action and be at your congressperson's office or call them or write them or just make noise and tell them how you feel about wanting to
February
impeach, convict,
17th,
remove,
indeed.
and defund this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
February 27th and 28th looks like there's going to be a DC March for Democracy. I still need to wait on some more info on that. And March 8th, which is a Sunday, is possibly going to be Women's Day, also to be determined.
Right.
And March 28th is No Kings. That's a
There you
Saturday.
go. It's a full calendar, baby. Get involved.
I'm sure there'll be
Be a
more in
part of this.
between. There's usually more in between.
Yeah.
Get out every day you can.
Every day you can. This fight is worth it, baby.
Do so.
You'll thank yourself for
Yep.
being in it. Anyway,
Make the call. Write the
Okay.
letters.
you got
And you
anybody-
can like and share
You
and
can.
subscribe. That's
you
helpful.
can do that right now, right down
You
there.
don't
The
have
buttons
to
are
make
right there in
me
front of you.
do that.
And if you do, what happens, Miss Chick? You might get
I
called
might
out
call
here.
you out.
Oh.
That phone's ringing. I hear it. But I might call you out like Ian W. from Minnesota. Yay, Minnesota. Janae A. in Michigan. Kamisha L. in Texas. Olivia T. also in Texas. Mike G. in Iowa. And Eric T. in Illinois. They all
Outstanding.
like our shit.
And we love them for
I don't know if
liking
they
our
shared
shit.
it. I couldn't see the shares.
Everybody. Anybody that likes, shares, subscribes. Oh, we love you all. Thank you. It furthers this family, and that's what this is about. This is about a family. Anyway, on that note, I want to thank not only Miss Chick and Mark, our Blue Dot greeter in the chat, but I want to send a special, a big thank you to Ann Jacobs, who lightened my heart, broke my heart, all in the same card. And I can't thank you enough for what you did for this Blue Dot family in representing us in such a personal way. And yeah, I love this family, baby. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
we'll be
All
back
that
here
mushy
again.
stuff.
All that mushy shit. All that mushy shit. We'll be back here again on Tuesday, so keep your eye to the news, baby. It's changing every damn day. And we'll be back to discussing the day's events. I'm sure there's plenty going to be said about today's events at the halftime. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you later. Bye, Miss Chick.
Bye, John. Bye, guys. Bye,
Bye,
Blue Dot
family.
family.